The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, their two-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his fourth season now from Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't
get him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
All right.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's third.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. He's going deep for Brown.
Let's see what you do, Zoe.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
But that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
He's trying to get to that left side.
There, but a nice return of 11 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jared Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away. It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and think. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That happened after I got the first time. Was not necessary.
That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Was that Tyler Boyd?
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going with White here, toss left. And this
way to go, Trey.
A pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Taken down by Trey.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into it.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Who was that?
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Hollywood, Marquise Brown.
Marquise Brown. That's
yards. And the Colts are an extra
That's the
point
difference
away from
between me
tying
playing
up this
linebacker
football
and
game. And nothing too crazy.
Not saying
there.
I would have stopped and catch,
And then he just had a
but I would have
seat.
did more than that to make the
And when
tackle.
you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll buy some time right. And lucky to get away.
Eyes in the back of your head, huh, bro?
Nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this pretty close
that's
to a
Winfield
1st down
Jr.?
at the Colts 29.
I hate
That'll
dudes
leave them
like
with
that.
a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or
You can run around that tight end now.
Makes it a
I got
lot
my tight
easier to
end.
stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Didn't even
Zach
have no
Cunningham
time
rolling in to get the sack.
to look down
Well,
at
that's the
Dallas.
second time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got that
So
right.
2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Dallas.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back.
Oh, we can run behind Dallas.
As a manageable
He ain't no offense. Watch that block right here. Get him set that edge. Look at Dallas set that edge. The difference between a tight end that can block and a tight end that can't. I made sure I got my guy this time.
The Jaguars have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside.
They really only had one successful play against our defense.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
There you go, cuz.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to
they
fix
got
things.
Chase Young.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson.
Screen. Way to beat it.
He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tough rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that
Screen again.
Going forward, incomplete pass. This is White on the
No, sir.
screen. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense. First down.
That's right, cuz.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time?
We got us a blocking tight end now. We ain't scared to run around
his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
Ooh, way to go get it.
About yourselves.
And he'll go out of bounds.
Because I was about to get hit again.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Jaron Reed in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Interior pressure is like
14-7 our
real
score.
right now.
2nd and long.
Dang. They coming up the interior too easy, y'all. So we got to
the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Colts will go.
That was it? 32 yards?
First and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that?
That's right.
You look at what you called before.
There we go.
Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special
Pratt almost missed it. Cashman came in there and said, "Cash chest,
get things going in the excitement area."
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Jaguar
Ooh.
pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Bruce still got some game left in you, huh, though?
Strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that's what's like working one drive when you're in zone. It was like,
reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other.
look at
Trying for
that.
Brown,
Oh,
it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
okay, Zoe.
He want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back,
Hey, if we can beat them up, pound them with the run, then that's what we're going to do. Because I ain't trying to have Mario out here running for his life.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack.
It's
and guess
so
what he's
nice.
doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Man, look. We'll take you on one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Look at this.
And he'll take
3
it
touchdowns
into the end zone.
already.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. On his way to
Y'all can't stop running. Y'all will be in some deep, deep.
Widen their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very
Y'all
impressive
clearly
the way
ain't
that
watching
they
the game
moved the
because I did not score a
football.
touchdown
Full
on my
command of their
last
playbook,
possession, though.
full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark
Pretty much.
and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard
You
right
know
now.
we accepting that.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Watson.
Get down there.
Completes it right side away.
Look at that. Who was
That'll be a
that?
gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
A 6-yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
12-yard gain on the play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down, but he winds up...
He's brought down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, man.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
There you go, Cashman.
Still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the 50, it's Watson. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Watson's
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson. He'll drop it.
There you go, Cashman.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A 5-yard.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Needing the tough yards.
Oh, he got it, though.
Fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches.
Barely got
they
it,
didn't
but they
get
got
much
it.
more than that.
So
By
that
about
matters.
the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no.
And he works it
right on the
past
cover.
the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go right back to White here on first down. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Colts.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
Hey, go,
and he's gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Colts 10.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Grant. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. On 1st and 10, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
Dang.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
27.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Interior pressure. Man, dang. All right, well.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll throw now on the final play. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. So we've reached halftime here on open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Mitch Wishnowsky set.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
Chase
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we had, guys.
Man, look, I did not run that right. But that was, man, look, I'm
off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
On the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here.
Shoot. This is all you can eat.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
That's right.
Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Opting to run again here with White. He's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson.
Oh, I hate
and it's complete
like
to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Jaguars,
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Watson. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Colts.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun.
Oh, man.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
You can jump up like that.
We said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
12 yards there and a first down.
The 18-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson slant to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up. I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do.
Under a heavy
there
rush
you
and
go,
down
Aaron.
Aaron Lynch picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Operating from the gun, Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag.
Yeah, illegal forward pass or something.
Backfield. Let's get the call.
The man literally ran right into a sack.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now a carry for White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Let you do what you do.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Goodness, I can't believe we let that work.
An 18-yard touchdown.
I cannot believe we let that work. So got shook, and that took out a couple of the guys.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those.
They working them screens. They call like 5 of them
really need the
already.
rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
Right.
Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Yeah,
Take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
More than just running the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
What
he's
the
going to
heck
have the
was
first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ah.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh my goodness,
and he can't
dog.
find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We can't get
The
nothing.
second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen?
I need to keep
Probably
you
not.
back because I can't trust what's going on right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yo, why would you?
Incomplete. Give credit to KJ Wright. He was disrupting
No,
defensively.
no,
That's a
don't.
nice
I ain't
job
doing
there
that.
because you've got to play the
He
ball, not the man winning
decided
coverage.
to
That'll keep you away from
go
a lot of
back
needless
further.
penalties, and he's able to knock that one
Wanted
away.
any chance of him catching me.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
There you go, Cashman.
That play goes nowhere. Taken
Ball.
down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Look at Cashman.
Depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks
Brad,
to be
you
about
got the
a yard
initial
or
play.
so
Yes, you
short.
did.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run
Cashman was
on
the one
this
that took him
3rd
down,
quarter of play.
which is what matters.
The Colts send out their punter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's
He's too
complete.
fast for you, Trey. I need to
And
start
he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's just not a fair matchup for you.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag
That's
route's a pretty
enough.
good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Watson.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Oh, I choked it, but I didn't hit triangle. That's my fault.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And a quick throw
That's the
here,
difference
that's
between me
complete.
and you playing linebacker.
And down inside the 15, shy
I
of
would
the
not let that
10.
crap.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And the Colts.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's right.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's right, Cash. Slow him down.
Get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Just came in and finished
Given
the job.
3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. The Colts on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be third.
Oh, come on!
But it's incomplete.
They really had a good
Man, that
there,
was
but
an
a nice
interception.
recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Makes the score Jaguars 28.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there,
Well,
maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back. Preferably,
Yeah, we ain't playing.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
To the running back.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees the balls move to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting
All
there. He goes
you
left
can
side.
eat.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Great play
in
there.
game 1.
62 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp. And
I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hit him forward for the first
So
down.
from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Yeah, we don't have to live with that.
6 yards was the pickup
Y'all
on the
not smart
last
enough to
completion,
guard
so
the only
here's
person
second
that's in
and
your
4.
area.
Brings up second and 4.
Watson now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down just shy of
like 6
midfield at the
screen they ran.
49-yard line.
So
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
they don't pop off like
First
that.
down, Indianapolis.
Now a first down
Screen
throw,
again.
Watson. And he's going to go down.
Thank you,
They
Eddie.
back at the 42.
Was able to get there. I didn't think you would have been able to get there, but you got there.
This offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd.
Watson's pass.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Goes underneath here to White. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I'll come down.
Second and 2. Watson looks to throw again. Escaping the pressure.
Illegal forward pass. Throw the flag. Something.
And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and
thank you.
And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see
my man got a first down with his legs and then threw.
Runner, as a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
36.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 36. Again, it's Watson.
Oh.
He'll get into the end zone.
Just when I come down, man. Chauncey didn't get over well.
25 yards for the touchdown.
William.
And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
About that,
okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back.
Ooh, he played that shoot.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because
we need to show that we can pass protect. If we can't pass protect, we don't stand no chances.
How about in the NFL? The miracle of the
can't just be relying on him to get us every little bit that we get.
Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game. What year was that? 1978. I think it was in November. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.
All running touchdown.
Whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And with that, our journey
know y'all can't stop
week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone.
37 yards
to come.
It sure enough felt like we ain't do much of
So
nothing.
for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis,
Don't put your finger.
They go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.
Well, of course he's gonna get that thing. Jake.